Hey everyone, it's Matt, aka Tech Ranger, and today I'm going to be taking another look at my load order for Skyrim on the Xbox Series X. I did have a few bigger changes that I've added to this list that I think really do change the way the game looks and feels. Wanted to go over those in this video. Also have a spreadsheet in the description down below if you want to look at the links for those mods and how to get to them on Bethesda.net. As with any load order video I do, just keep in mind if you do install this whole list, it might not work as well for you. You might have some issues. If you are starting a new game, this could work out well for you, or if you just want to pick and choose certain mods, then feel free to go about it that way. With all that out of the way, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video or got some value out of it, and let's take a look at my updated load order. Starting off is a quick graphics update. I added back in the HD photorealistic Ivy. I just really like the way it looks, especially with the weather mod that I'm using and the lighting. This is the enhanced texture detail version, and that's because I added back in enhanced texture detail. I also changed the Embers mod that I was using, just now using Embers HD. Now I've also switched up the character mods as well, and it's kind of a mixture of what I used to use and then like a couple extra mods. So for example, I changed the eye mod that I was using, and then also I added back in the beauties of Skyrim. That way I get a nice variety of NPCs in the game. Then I added back in divine skins and bodies. I didn't have a skin mod to go along with this one just because it is one already, but you can actually add another one if you want. So I didn't want to go too heavy on graphics mods since this was for a new playthrough and I already liked the way the game looked already. But I couldn't help myself and I saw another Lucid AP's High Poly Project mod, and this one was a little bit bigger than the one that I was using before. This one is a bigger version just because it is like 1K textures. If you have the one that I had in my last load order video installed, it might be worth just keeping that one unless you see something in this video that looks really good to you. I have noticed things look a little bit more round, more fantasy-like, which really works well with my particular list. So there's that. Now, one of the newer mods I'm actually using is the Fashions of the Fourth Era, and this actually changes the look of the NPC's clothes in the game. So day-to-day, NPCs will actually wear different clothes. Now, you do want to start a new game for this, most likely, because I installed it on my 300 plus hour save that I used to test mods, and it wasn't really working that well. It seemed like every now and then I came across somebody with some different clothes on, but for the most part, I still had those vanilla clothes. Feel free to try it in your game to see if it works on an existing save. Just maybe duplicate that save before you do, just in case it doesn't work, and then that way you can just delete it. I'm always looking for ways to make the game look different than what it was at launch, and obviously we're adding a bunch of texture mods and stuff to the game anyway, but with this one I think it really switches things up. And you can also buy these items, you can also craft them. There's like these 4 books that you can make that'll lead to you making some different clothes that you can actually wear and sell. But it's a cool addition to the game, but then also, just like I say, if you're just looking for that extra variety, it works. Now, keeping with overhauling the look of Skyrim, I went ahead and downloaded a UI mod. Nordic UI is what I'm using, and I think this is a mod that can make Skyrim feel new again. What Nordic UI is, it's basically a complete overhaul of the UI system in the game. New font for the menus, as well as that main menu background that you saw at the beginning of this segment, new UI sounds, new skill menu background, new shout meter design, as well as your health. I do like the way the map is as well. It's actually got this really cool like colored icon for each of the cities, and then a mission marker icon will be green, which is really easy to see and spot. I'm not super fond of the player icon just because it's like a diamond, but that's a little bit of a nitpick. It does look cool though. And this is the HUD in action, quite literally, because I'm about to fight some dudes, and you can see the health bars on the enemies as well as what that looks like here on the compass, and it's all like very clean and sharp. Still testing this one out, seeing what all is involved. It does take out the ability to look at your mods in game via the menu, and it does take away the quick save option. I'm not 100% why that is the case, but you'll have to rely on the autosave and then just making a hard manual save. There's an option to get the SkyHUD version of this just so you can get the look without necessarily taking away those options and then adding a bunch of UI sounds that you might not want. The only downside of that would be that you keep the basic menus that you know from Skyrim, but you still get to keep all those really cool icons like the new health and the compass icons, as well as the enemy health bars, which I think the majority of your playtime is going to be in third person or third person. I'm not really too concerned about the menus, but more of a personal preference and like how far you want to go in like overhauling UI in the game. Overall, I haven't really had any crashes with this list, but the load times are a little bit long when you're traveling city to city, not so much when you're actually in the city. So if you're looking at that spreadsheet in the description, just know that things might move around, might change. The purpose of this video is really to give you guys an overview of what I'm currently using and what updates I've made, and then that spreadsheet down in the description just to show you exactly what I'm using, and there's links there if you want to go right to it on Bethesda.net or just check it out and search for it in game. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and leave a like if you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you all in the next one. Happy modding.